Hello everybody, USS Princeton here. Good afternoon. Konnichiwa. I was talking to a bank teller. She's like half Japanese. I've talked about her in previous videos. And her name is Reiko Powell. And when I went in there one day, I greeted her with konbanwa. And she was like, there's still daylight outside, so that's not the right term. Or nice, or the right saying for this time of day. So she corrected me by saying konnichiwa. So in the afternoon, if there's still daylight out, the right thing to say to greet, somebody, especially in Japan, would be konnichiwa. And of course in the mornings it would be ohayo gozaimasu, or just plain ohayo. And somebody just yelled at me from that beetle. That Volkswagen Beetle. A lot of people are out of school right now, and it's the beginning of their summer. So I could see how kids are just joyriding around town, out and about, just trying to have some fun. Those were probably some kids just trying to yell at me because I ride a sport bike. I've seen, I think, 3 sport bikes today, and not all at the same time, but throughout the day. And I think that's the most I've seen so far around this area. 3 sport bikes, and I actually saw some more cruisers. And some of those cruisers had some pretty loud pipes. And for me, I can't differentiate some of them compared to Harley Davidsons, because you can have a Japanese bike and put on an aftermarket exhaust, and it will, depending on what kind of slip-on you put on, it will create a sound similar to those of Harleys. But for those die-hard Harley fans and Harley riders, they may be able to differentiate the brands from Harleys compared to Japanese cruisers or any other make for that matter. I'm seeing if the cop was turned around. But I stated on my previous video that I wanted a cruiser as my next motorcycle. I'm still gonna keep this one because I love this R1, and any R1 for that matter. It doesn't matter which year model, as long as it's an R1. I think I love the headlights, the slanted Um, I don't even know the shape of it. It's not a trapezoid, and it's not a diamond. It's like a slanted rectangle, but it's not a perfect rectangle, so there was a GSX Katana that was on sale on eBay, but my highest bid for that particular bike was $1,400, I think, and it sold for $2,300. And I think it's a very good deal for that bike. It's 600 cc's. I'm not too what's the word? I'm not too fond of the design, like aesthetically, like the fairings and the headlights and just the overall look of the bike. I'm not too fond of it. But for $2,300, I think it was a good deal. It was 2005 with only 1,300 miles. And the guy selling it said he was moving, so he had to get rid of some stuff. And it had a clear title. And it was like 2 hours away from me, up in or west of Chapel Hill. And he was located in Charlotte. And there's another one, another Katana 600cc sport bike listed right after the 2005 one ended, and I saw it yesterday, and it's got a starting bid of $1,500, but there's a reserve price on it. It also has very low miles, less than 2,000 miles. Hello, biker. It's getting a little darker. You can see the clouds coming in. I hope it doesn't rain before I get home. But the 2006 Katana that I saw is black, and I like the way it looks better than the blue and white 2005 model. But this bike is located a little farther. So I don't know if I'm gonna put a maximum bid on it. But yesterday I did a purchase on eBay. I bought these waterproof and windproof ski gloves with thick insulation. And that particular glove, sometimes on eBay you can see how many of the item has been sold, and to the right, top right corner, not the very top right, but somewhere in that area, sometimes it has a history of how many quantities have been sold, and for that particular glove there were 70 gloves that had been purchased by some people. So that gave me some confidence in making the purchase, and I know that I won't be needing it right now, but I'm just preparing myself for when colder weather comes. And you know, I'll probably, took a chance of bidding on it early, but then I'm taking the risk of not seeing that item being relisted, so I went ahead and bought it yesterday. So it would be in my hands within a week or two. This is USS Princeton 2004 signing out.